What's going on, everybody? It's the Beef Boss here from the Beef Team, and today kind of wanted to do something a little bit different and just sort of go over 6 tips that I have for you guys if you are starting a YouTube channel and looking to grow. Because obviously, you know, we have a YouTube channel that we started a while ago, and we have been experiencing quite a bit of growth recently, and definitely over the 8 months since we started. And I know that there's a lot of videos like this out there, but I feel like a lot of them just aren't really full of good advice or genuine advice or really any advice at all. So I just wanted to go over my tips that I have for people that are starting, just from an honest small YouTuber perspective. And these aren't necessarily going to be in order, so I'm not going to try and hold you hostage to find out what the number one tip is, but there's a lot of good info in here, so I hope you'll at least be able to stick around to the end. If you're excited, definitely go down below and hit that subscribe button, but I'm not going to plug anymore. Let's just go ahead and get into it. The number 6 tip that I have is just that sub for sub is a terrible way to grow your YouTube channel. And I mean, I get it. When I started on YouTube, I know I was craving subscriber gains, and I too, I did some sub for sub to try and grow at the start. And it's nothing to be ashamed of, and it can help you get early short-term results. But it's important to understand that what really helps your channel growth, it's not just a set number of subscribers. It's having subscribers that, want to come back and consistently view your content. It's not going to do you any good if you have 1,000 subscribers if none of them watch your content, because then you just have a bunch of subscribers and you don't have any watch time. And when you're going on YouTube, you gotta get the watch time. Tip number 5, if you don't upload, I mean, channels gonna have a hard time growing. When starting and maintaining a YouTube channel, it's critical that you maintain content and a frequent upload schedule. It can be tempting to do once a week uploads or even once a month. It's a lot less work, it's easier, you can kind of just check in on it whenever you feel like. Like I said, it's a lot easier, but it's a lot less efficient. With YouTube, it's one of those things where you get as much out of it as you put in. So if you only upload, say, one video a week, and that video on average gets, let's just say 10 views, hour watch time. Over a 1 year period, that's 52 hours of watch time, and oh god, I have to do math. Like 106 views or something like that. No, I'm way off. Anyways, whatever. Just I'm off with my numbers, but you get the point. Like, one video a week doesn't really get you a lot of watch time, doesn't get you a lot of viewers, and it certainly doesn't get you any closer to monetization. Whereas if you were to upload 3 videos a week, and each of those videos get an hour watch time, that's 156 hours of watch time over a year. Worth noting, if you do upload more content throughout the year, it gives YouTube more opportunities to recommend your content, and it gives you more of an opportunity to kind of upload something and experiment with it a little bit, see if it works, see if it doesn't. Gives you a little bit more leeway. Tip number 4, it's just upload longer videos. When you're going on YouTube and you're trying to increase your watch time, which is a big thing that you do need to increase in order to hit monetization, big thing that can help is just making your videos longer. If a viewer watches 50% of a 1-minute video, that's 30 seconds of watch time. But if a viewer watches 50% of a 10-minute video, that's 5 minutes of watch time. So, I mean, especially if you don't upload as often, having longer videos that viewers are more inclined to stick through really does help the watch time. Something important to note, though, about making longer videos is that you want to be sure that you're not wasting your viewers' time. You can upload a 30-minute video and have it be about absolutely nothing, and your viewer will probably only still watch the first 30 seconds. You want to make sure that you're uploading content that not only is long enough for people to stick around, but it's informative enough or funny enough or whatever it might be to entice your viewer not only to keep watching the video, but to come back for more. Tip number 3 that I have is just the thumbnail, tags, and description really can make or break your content. When you upload a video, it's important to give it an attractive thumbnail, something that grabs the viewer's attention and tells them, I need to watch this video instead of some other person's video on the same exact topic, because you can have the most informative, helpful video on the entire platform, but if someone else has a better thumbnail, they're probably going to get that click. Now, I know that not everyone has a thumbnail artist as awesome as Meowing Pugs. Shout out to Meowing Pugs. But even just a little bit of Photoshop experience can make a huge difference with the thumbnail. Second of all, it's always important to make sure that your video has a long description, and this kind of serves two purposes. First thing is, it can tell the potential viewer about your content and give them some helpful information before they click on the video, which makes them more likely to want to click on the video. Additionally, having a nice description can be an excellent way to plug other content creators that you work with or your own social media pages to get some of that cross-platform growth. Furthermore, it's also important to make sure that your title, your description, and your tags use similar keywords. It'll make your video more attractive to the YouTube algorithm and make it easier for YouTube to recommend your content. Now, lastly, as I mentioned, tags are also very, very important for your content. And even though YouTube says tags don't really help, that's not true. I can guarantee you for a fact, tags make a huge difference for content. It's really important that when you make your tags, you use tags or you use words that come up in the video that are in your title and in your description, because once again, it helps the YouTube algorithm recommend your content more, because when people are searching using vague terms and they happen to hit a tag in their search engine that you have in your description or your tags, it makes YouTube more likely to recommend that video, because obviously in YouTube's brain, that matches with what the person is looking for. Now, that being said, it's important to use tags that actually make sense for your content, because if you, say, upload a video about swimming and then put a bunch of gaming tags in, it's not really going to make a ton of sense. Which means, you might get a click, but you definitely won't get a long-term viewer. I guess the second to last tip that I have, and this one is really important, even though it is kind of hard to hear. The truth is that your content won't get views if it's not good content. And I know that that's kind of a hard message to hear, and it's one that I've definitely had to hear throughout my time on the YouTube platform with this channel and with my previous channel, is that sometimes people just upload content that other people don't want to look at. And that's not a bad thing. It doesn't mean you're a bad creator. It just means that you might need to make a couple tweaks. Big part of growing on YouTube is being able to take that criticism and take some of the comments that people make, even if it kind of hurts to hear, and adjust your content. Find if your content isn't successful, don't be afraid to take risks. Don't be afraid to do research. Look at other channels that make similar content and be willing to ask for help. It can make all the difference in the world. Now, the number one most important tip that I can give any YouTuber that's wanting to start out a YouTube career is that YouTube is not an easy job. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not career in 30 seconds, job in a box. It's really hard work. And if you're coming into YouTube with the mindset of thinking that you can become an overnight success, then you might want to rethink a YouTube career. And I'm not saying that to be a jerk or be mean or try to crush any dreams. I'm saying that because I feel like a lot of other YouTubers' videos about how to get subscribers and grow on YouTube, 100 subscribers in a day, 1,000 subscribers in a month kind of titles, I feel like a lot of that's misleading, and it kind of gives people the false impression that it's easy work to grow on YouTube. But the truth is that it's a really hard job, and it's one of those jobs that you get pretty much exactly what you put into it. If you upload once a week and you don't upload very long videos, probably shouldn't expect to get a ton of traction on them. And if you upload content that's kind of lazy and just rips off other people's content, probably expect to get lost in the crowd. Growing on YouTube, you have to be willing to try new things, make your own ideas, and fail a couple times, because honestly, it takes a really, really long time to get subscribers and grow. I know we've been at it almost 8 months, and we've had a lot of growth and we've had a lot of success, but we've also worked really hard on it, and we've definitely posted some videos that just weren't the best. The important thing is that we were able to kind of learn from those mistakes and talk to other people and get good advice and, curtail our content into things that people are more willing to watch and more willing to enjoy. And we've been more successful because of that. It's really, really hard to gain those subscribers and get that watch time and get your views up. Honestly, it is. It's just hard work, and it's not easy to do. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't try. Now, I don't mean to say all this to discourage anyone from trying to start a YouTube channel. That's not my goal. My goal in making this video was just to give an honest perspective on real growth with YouTube. It's not going to be something where, you're getting 100 subscribers overnight and then it's like, boom, successful, next Coco Melon. Or I guess PewDiePie is probably a better example. PewDiePie is definitely a better example, but you get my point. It's not something that happens overnight. PewDiePie has been making content for over 10 years. We've been making content for almost a year, and we're just shy of 250 subscribers, so it really does take time to start. But if you're honest about it and if you produce honest hard work and if you genuinely make an effort to get your videos out there, you're gonna experience growth. If you've made it this far into the video, let's be real, you're pretty awesome. If you follow these tips, I can't make any guarantees that you're gonna gain X number of subscribers in a certain amount of time because that just wouldn't be honest. That growth has to fall on your shoulders as the maker of your content. But I can tell you that if you do follow these tips and you take my advice to heart, you can grow on YouTube. You just have to be willing to put in the time and put in the honest work to make that happen. Being said, if you have any questions for me, please post them in the comments. I'm more than happy to help out in any way I can. I'll look at your channels, give you honest feedback. Definitely not going to do sub for sub. If you try to post sub for sub in my comments, I will delete the comments. But if you want genuine advice, I know that I'm here to help you, and I know that everyone else that's here in the Beef team would definitely be willing to check you out and give you advice. Lastly, if you enjoyed this content, please go down below, leave a like, drop a subscribe, say something in the comments, roast my hair if you want. I know it looks kind of weird. I'm trying something different. It's kind of hit or miss, honestly. I don't know how I feel about it. Got distracted by my hair. Anyways, back to what I was saying. This video was quite the undertaking to make. I did actually make a script for it just so that I wouldn't lose my train of thought, so that's kind of why I'm not looking right at the camera. Anyways, that's all for now. Hopefully this video was helpful. See you guys next video.